dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now we have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with...
There he goes. Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The sure hands, it's Stewart. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Has it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows we're hitting. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll toss it to the left. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Baker. The short hands. It's Daniel. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Calls his own number. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They are up by 7 over Kentucky. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Grab over the middle. It's Barney. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense putting points on the board.
Linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. And the ball slipped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Handoff to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback sneaks it ahead.
No gain on the play. And that's a...
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Marsh. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
To throw, it's Baker. Grab near the marker, it's Daniel. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He'll run it again. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. He's looking to throw. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Trying to beat the DD. Makes the grab on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. See if they can get something going here late in the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Along that offensive line, that'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. Looking to pass, it's Baker. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running around. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think we can't be great at a quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Wolverines decide to punt. They'll try to get him on the fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown tie!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run to the left. Finds a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to pass, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The screen, he's got wheels. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Back to pass, it's Baker. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taking control here in Week 9.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Lockett. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Creates a little space. He's got 98 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Baker. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. The field goal is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Bring it out. It's Adams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes that Alabama offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the...
There he goes! And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To the air, it's Baker. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Looking left. It's caught. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, this offensive lineman just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quarterback extends the play. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Snap it to the back. Fighting off the defender. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Baker. Makes the grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the catch, it's Marsh. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. They'll try to run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On the option. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
If this offense wants to stay in this game, they sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left side. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that...
Going over the top. Touchdown, Michigan! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the point after is good. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Young. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the direct snap, it's Young. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. With the catch, it's Hale. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the tight end outside. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for room. It's Young.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Grabs it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Snagged in the middle. It's Young. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running into the open space. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Riley. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown time. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hamilton.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It'll be a 1st down as he gets him to the 24-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got the back in the middle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Daniel. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and beat the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look